Hey guys, thanks for joining me. This is Angie at ChicnScratch. Today we're going to be adding these 3 pages to my punch book. So I'm going to show you how to assemble all of them, and then we're going to slide those pages into my punch book. Now this one is really old, but if you've been following my blog for a while, you remember my animal punch art. Some pages are missing, some animals are missing. Here's the Pokemon ball, the alligator, the hippo. Anyway, so the following video is going to show you how to make all of these using the Potions and Spells dies. You're going to need a silicone craft sheet, take your pick tool, some liquid glue, our marker, and of course this is the Potions and Spells dies is what I used. So on my page, you'll be able to print this. This will be a free PDF on my website. And we cut, this is 6 by 6. Those are the pages that go in that album. We will start with the hair. So as you can see, you don't have to make just a box with this. You can actually make this baby Frankie and add it to a card. So it doesn't have to just be a box. And I'm going to put a smear of liquid glue there. And I'm going to use my take your pick tool. I'm actually going to use 2 of them. So I'm going to turn over the white circle and add the black circle on top. So people were asking me how to get the white on the eye. Well, there's holes on this piece that's cut out with the dies, which I'm keeping these dies forever because y'all know I've been making Frankies forever. That's such an easy way to do it, right? And then for the mouth, you're just going to take your scissors. Let me put these down. So I'm going to take my paper snips. And you could use that whole thing, but I think it kind of looks too much, right? And then I'm just going to brush on some ink, not ink, brush on some, what is that? Glue. And then now we want to add the eyes. And for his hair right there, we want to lift that up just a smidge so that the eye kind of slides under that. They're a little crooked, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so now for the bolts, we're just going to snip these. And you're going to be attaching these to the back side. So I'm just going to put my liquid glue on here. Whoops. And the same thing on this one. Uh-oh, I got liquid glue on that. Try to not get liquid glue on your silver foil. It's kind of hard to get off once you get it on there. Okay, so now all we have left is our scar, and I just take my black Stampin' Right marker and just do a squiggly. And now we can add this to our punch page, and I'm just going to flip that over and put some dimensionals on it. The reason I use dimensionals is so that if I ever want to take this off of this page, I can. Dimensionals are pretty forgiving. So squash those. And then here is my page that I'm going to add to my album. Okay, moving on to the next one. We're going to do the ghost next. This one is super duper simple, okay? You're going to use the broom for the body, a 1 1/4 inch circle for the head, and then of course you've got your eyes. You don't have to use the cauldron. You can actually make this ghost on anything, but since I already did it on the cauldron, I decided to just go ahead and include that, but you don't have to have it, okay? So here's all of our pieces. Okay, so for the head, I'm just going to put a little bit of liquid glue down here at the bottom, just like that. And then add your eyes. So I'm gonna put a smear of liquid glue, and then I'm gonna take my take your pick tool. Okay, now this is super easy. Like I said, you're gonna take one broom and place it there, the other one over here, and then this one in the middle, okay? So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to do a smear of liquid glue. Kind of don't do too much. Try to do just a light brushing of that adhesive because it will come through on the front. Okay, so there's the first one. And the second one. And the third one. And then I just take some, this is actually retired ribbon, but you can use any ribbon. I do prefer it be smaller. You could use like baker's twine if you want to. This just covers up where that connects, where the broom connects, right? And then a mini glue dot to attach it. Cute, right? Same thing, I'm going to use a dimensional, 2 of them, to add it to my punch page. This too will be a free PDF over on my website. Okay, so there is our ghost. Now the final one we're going to make is the kitty cat. This one has a lot more details to it. So you see all the explanations. The cauldron's upside down. The collar is made with the top of the cauldron because the cauldron's upside down. So we cut the top off using Highland Heather. The ears are the cauldron feet, which this is upside down. So those are the feet. These are just thin strips of smoky slate cardstock. This is actually one of the dies that's in there, as is this one and this one. Okay, so let's get all of these pieces. We'll set this aside and get our silicone craft sheet out again. Remember to place this upside down. I'm looking at that. It doesn't look right. Yeah, it does. Okay, so step number 1, we'll go ahead and add this. This is the collar, kitty collar. Collar, can't talk. Whoops. And then we can go ahead and add the buckle as well. I need my take your pick tool. Right in the middle. The ears, we can go ahead and add those. I'm going to do my smear of liquid glue. And these ears are turned, let's see, there we go. So now let's assemble the eyes. Now we won't attach the eyes just yet because we want to do the whiskers next. There we go. I'm just making sure that I'm covering up that hole that's on the white piece, okay? Now for the whiskers. I'm going to do just a little bit of liquid glue. So let me get these three together. You're going to do one straight line, and then one over that, and then one over that, okay? So kind of like that. So you can put liquid glue here and here. This is probably the most challenging part, and it's not hard, it's just lining it up, right? Okay, so right about there. We're going to trim those whiskers in just a second. And then we can go ahead and add this, the nose. And let's see, are our eyes going to fit? Oh yeah. Okay, we need some more liquid glue, so we'll do that. And then this one first is going to go here. And then now this one. They have such personalities, don't they? And then we're still letting that dry. So while we're letting that dry, let's go ahead and put a couple rhinestones on the cat ears. You don't have to do this step, of course, but it does make it cute, right? Okay, so now we're ready to trim those whiskers. Okay, so now we can add our cat to our page. Same thing, just with a couple dimensionals. Okay, so we almost used 100% of the Potions and Spells dies. The only exception was the thin strips of Smoky Slate, and on the Ghost, this 1/4 inch circle. So here's all three of my new punch art pages, and they're a free download over on my ChicnScratch blog. Okay, thanks so much. Have a great day.